Now, when you took the Joomla Master training, you learned inside there how to optimize. Well, I share with you a few tips how to increase the speed of your Joomla website. Inside this video, I am going to show you how to disable two specific JavaScripts that you are not going to be using most of the time. Now, I am not saying that you are going to never use these JavaScripts, but in the way that I am going to be teaching you, well, the way that I have been teaching you from the past videos, you will never use them unless you install an extension that it is going to need any of these two JavaScript files. If you actually, let me show you in here what I am talking about. Let's go and right click inside this Joomla website and click View Page Source. If you notice in here the caption.js and the MooTools core.js, these two JavaScripts, the only thing that these files are going to be accomplishing inside your Joomla website is increasing the HTTP request inside your server. And believe me, my friends, that will affect directly inside your Joomla speed. Again, if you analyze this website with the Wiselaw plugin, let me click F12, and you are going to be able to see the statistics. Right now I have HTTP request number, well, I have 8 HTTP requests, and the total weight will be 100, well, over 100 kilobytes. Let's go back to the components and inside the JavaScript files. If you eliminate the MooTools core.js and the caption, you are going to be eliminating a good amount of kilobytes. With this functionality that we are going to add to the template, you are going to have the ability to enable and disable these JavaScript files anytime you want. So let's go and start all these. And by the way, if you don't have all these tools, that will be probably because you didn't took the keyword research training, because inside there I share with you all these tools. And believe me, my friends, the keyword research training, it is going to be really important if you want to become successful online. Let me minimize in here. Then before going forward, you will need to click down below inside download Optimizer folder. And you are going to be able to get this file, this zip file. And when you open that file, you are going to get the optimizer.txt. And inside there, I will be sharing with you all the text that we are going to be using inside this video. First of all, we are going to start with this section, the template details optimizer. We are going to copy all these because these are going to be fields that will give you the functionality inside your template to activate and deactivate these JavaScript files. So let's right click, copy. Going back to the template details inside my Komodo edit, and after this field we are going to paste that information. Click enter and Control V. Then we are just going to indent, click in there. Let me just click in here and indent right there. Then we are going to make a selection in here, indent, and the option up here, indent. As you can see, we are going to have the generator field, and then we are going to have the second field, which will be the MooTools core, and at the end the caption enable. And you can notice right away that we are going to be using this time the language file. Okay, you can see the MooTools core label, the caption label, MooTools core description, and the caption description. Let's click on file and save. Then we are going to upload this file. Let me go back to my CMS teachings templates, and it will be first of all, well, inside the right here, the template details, going back and upload right here on my left. Right click and upload, click OK to replace. Then we are going to go back, and inside the administrator we are going to go to extensions and template manager. Let me close this window. Then inside the CMS teachings, now as you can see, you are going to be able to see this option. And if you actually notice, all this, it is not going to look right. And that will be probably because I did a mistake on the files that I have. Let me analyze the files in here. And you know what? Actually, that will be because we have not updated the language file itself. And that will be down below this language file. So we are going to copy all this language file optimizer. Right click, copy. And we are going to go back to the Komodo, and inside the language file, click in there and Control V. If you notice, the MooTools core label will be replaced by this text. And that's why, because we don't have this file yet in here, well, with the changes, that's why you are actually seeing all these text in here, okay? So we are going to resolve that with the changes inside this file. We are going to click Ctrl S and replace that file. Let's go to the language, and language in here, right click and upload, click OK to replace, and then we are going to go back to the language folder. Going back in here, and down here the language folder, double click the ENGV, double click, and we are going to right click and upload. Click OK. Then we are going to go back and refresh. There you are. Now, as you can see, we are going to be able to see the right text. Right now, this functionality won't be active because we have not changed the index.php. Let's go and do that. And we are going to first of all install all this PHP code inside our header. So let's go right click, copy, going back to the index.php, and this code will go after all this. Let's click in here, click enter and Control V. There we are. Again, all this PHP code will actually help you to create the connection between the template details, between the template details in here with all these new fields, and also with the optimizer.php file. We are going to be creating that file in a minute. Let's finish the index.php. Let's go back in here, and the head optimizer in here. We are just going to copy this code, right click, copy, and going back to the index.php. This code can be placed in any part after the JDoc include head. On this example, we are going to go after the generator code. So we are going to click in there and Control V. Let me just indent in here, right there, Control S. Then we are going to upload the index.php, going back in here to the CMS Teachings template, click in there, and CMS Teachings, make a selection on the index.php on the left, right click and upload. Click OK to replace, and we have finished the first part. The last part will be the creation of the optimizer.php file. So we are going to go to the text file, and all the way to the bottom you are going to find the PHP optimizer. All this PHP code, we are going to use all this text to create the optimizer.php. Right click, copy, going back to the Komodo, click File, New, and File from Template. Inside here you are going to make a selection on PHP. Click in here and click Open. Then you are going to make a full selection, right click and paste. There you are. Finally, going back to File and Save As, let's go to the JavaScript folder inside the CMS Teachings, click in there and give the name Optimizer.php. Click Save. And finally, let's go back to the GS folder and upload this optimizer. You know what? We will need to upload this optimizer to the main folder in here. So we are going to put back right there. Let's move and replace, because this file should be right here. Okay, let me find the optimizer, right click and upload, and we are going to click to replace. There you are. And basically this optimizer PHP, let me click OK in here, going back to the index.php, it is going to be called in here, okay? and when you actually enable this functionality inside your template, this Optimizer.php will be activated. And as a consequence, if you analyze this file, this PHP file will eliminate this JavaScript, the MooTools core, and the caption JavaScript. Okay, it is going to be really simple to understand. Of course, the creation will be a different thing. Let's go back in here and test all this. We are going to click on No, and before going there, let me refresh. Well, click on View Page Source. As you can see, the JavaScripts are going to be in there. We are going to go back and click No, and then Save. Then we are going to go back again to the home so we can confirm that this functionality is working properly. Let's click Refresh, and after we enable this functionality, right click, View Page Source, and now those JavaScript files have been eliminated. We are going to go back, and let me show you with the Y Slow tool. Go back, and now we went from B to A, and let's go back and check the statistics. If you notice, we have reduced the HTTP request and the total weight from our Joomla website. So my friends, for this video, that will be it, and let's move on.